Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Brad, this is John, and we're the Posh Kings.
Welcome back, everybody. Always so glad to have you. Without you, we wouldn't be here. And we're so grateful for the questions that we received, and we want to share the questions and the answers with you.
Our opinions.
Yeah, it's not
Disclaimer.
it's our opinion. Or the way we do things.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the way you have to do them, and you don't have to agree with us. It's okay. But here we are. It's just that simple. Life really is that simple.
Amen.
Right? Life is a lot easier than what we allow it to be. But I won't go into all that.
We digress.
We digress. You believe in summer slowdown?
This is one of those questions where
We
obviously...
do-ish.
Huh?
We do-ish.
We do-ish.
Because we've seen it.
And look, when we had our stores, it's very easy to watch the way of how retail works. There are ups and downs. I know people think sometimes they need to go to summer slowdown, so that's the term they use. In general, retail has its ups and downs.
Of course, always.
January is always slow because it's after the holiday push.
Also, look, people are vacationing. They're living their
It's
lives.
summer,
they're doing
so
their
people
thing.
are vacationing right now, even though gas prices are crazy. They're vacationing now, but they want to spend time with their families out and about. You know, things are lifted, even though COVID, we have to still be careful, but things are lifted. So you have to kind of watch the wave of how it works.
Also, and this is what I will tell you, during the summer, you really have to be able to react and adapt.
Yeah, react and adapt.
And feel out what people do or do not want to buy. As an example, we predicted selling a ton of shorts and sleeveless shirts, which we have so far sold gazoodles. However, we're also not selling quite as many as we thought.
Right.
And we have a lot of them. We have a lot of shorts, which is great, and they will sell, of course, because you can sell them year-round. We did not anticipate, and we've said this in a few videos, and I'll just touch on it mildly for people that didn't see the others, is the enormous, and I mean enormous, amount of winter wear we are already selling. I think it has a lot to do with, and we have mentioned this before, with the fact that people are, obviously, there's some financial things going on in the country, the have not type of scenario. And some people are really trying to be sensible and looking ahead for birthdays, special occasions,
holiday,
Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever, the gift giving times, because again, statistically speaking, people buy new items for a gift. They don't buy pre-owned all the time. So I think people are already looking ahead. They're really figuring out their budget. And when they find something at the right price that works for them, they're buying it. The fact that we're selling heavy sweaters and heavy athletic wear and sweatshirts right now on every platform in ridiculous numbers is, I can't imagine another reason why.
So now's a good time and we talked about this before, capitalize on that. It's what the consumer may be looking for, so definitely give them something to possibly buy.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, if you can offer the product, offer it now, good price, and you'll see it sell.
Yeah. Do you do well with homewares on the sites platforms that you are on? We sell, look, we know some people that just blow homewares out across the board. Particularly if you don't want to not sell that category, you want to make sure you're kind of, you have your ticket into the process. We sell, for the most part, things that are interesting, or try to, I should say,
or collectibles
and smaller items, because it's easier. Things that are just very plentiful don't sell as quickly, and you also are very prone to price comparison. That's why also, I have to be honest, we don't always do, this is one I think we've ever really told anyone. We don't really do traditional SEO for a reason. We don't put all the information into SEO, meaning let's say a pattern or the name of a specific name of an item, because we don't want people to price compare. if I've done all the work,
it's a 50-50 thing. So
to list my item, I want to sell my item.
We literally, and look, and I know,
I don't want somebody comparing with 50 others on Poshmark or anywhere else.
And we know, like, because again, we do agree with SEO to a degree. Okay?
No, it does work, and it works so well.
However, if I give
we don't want it to work that well with all of our items.
If I give you all the details of the name, the style, this and that, all you have to do is just Google it, and next thing you know, you can watch somebody.
I guarantee you, there's somebody else's that's better than yours and cheaper than yours.
So
it's a big
again,
world.
disclaimer: this is what we do.
You don't have to do it.
Yeah, we don't give it all up because we don't want somebody to comparison shop. So,
like as an example, we never put the name of a bag.
Unless they ask for it,
and we go through ways.
Yeah, we'll ask. Like, we'll answer it like privately.
If they ask us directly, of course we will.
Yeah, of course
we will talk to them about it. We're not evading, information, but we also don't advertise it, and it works really well for us.
Because it is what works for us. We don't want somebody to then take that name and then go look for something cheaper than what we have. So. Yeah. It's a thin line, it's that weird line that everybody.
And not everyone will agree.
Right.
However, keep in mind, we typically out of summer we normally get out of selling new tags or arbitrage bags because people are not as baggy during the summer as they are come September through April. So we typically we purchase a lot of new tags bags. In that time frame, normally we will sell 12 or 1,300 bags at really premium prices, very close, if not sometimes even over, because they're very desirable than their original asking price. But we never put the name. The real buyer knows what the bag is, and they've been looking for it. And that's kind of it. That's kind of our way.
That's what works for us.
Yeah. Next. Have you noticed how many people say that they are leaving reselling? Yes, we have. Obviously, because you see it in groups or, on groups. Instagram, so forth and so on. I think there are two schools of thought.
There are definitely a couple variables to this.
Yeah. Look, there have been times where we're kind of over it. And we're like, I quit.
We mentioned that in a previous video.
It just happens.
You have those moments.
You have those moments.
That's the way it works.
It's normal. Then you go, okay, could be worse.
Yep.
Let me get back on the horse and ride it, right?
Let's go do our thing.
It normally lasts for about a half hour, and then, you eat some cookies and, and have a bottle of champagne, and everything's great.
Everything's all magical after that.
Yeah, it's great after that. However, there are a few things to keep in mind. There are a lot of people who are just naturally, they became resellers in the beginning of COVID. They needed to work or their jobs, or their issues.
An extra source of income somehow through the pandemic.
And they now are returning to, not say that this isn't a traditional job, but we all know it's not like maybe jobs we've had in the past. So we'll say traditional work environments and so forth, non-reselling. Exactly.
That's what I was calling it.
So we've seen those as well. And we also just have seen people that, are kind of moving on, and it takes summer off.
Yeah.
We didn't realize how many resellers actually take the whole summer off.
Turn their closet off.
Done.
So to say.
Done.
Or store, they shut it down. Because, look, obviously if you want to spend time with the family, that is totally understandable.
Yeah.
So we do see a lot of that happening too in the summer.
Yeah. Next, do you feel a lot of Poshers are now also selling on eBay? Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we're part of that. We've been on eBay now for a while, but we were part of that at a certain
And look, we're still growing. We're not eBay stars, but we definitely feel
by any means.
We're on the come up. It's happening. We're learning
something new every day, and we're starting to learn the ins and outs and the tricks of the trade, so to say.
Yeah, definitely so.
Trial and error.
What I will say is, and this is, I think there is more continuity in eBay sales. As long as you follow the eBay rules, so to speak, there is more continuity, whereas Poshmark, for most people, not all, of course, and I understand some people don't feel that they have any ups and downs. Anywho.
By the way, disclaimer, everyone has ups and downs.
Yeah.
It's just the way it works.
To some degree.
You can't be amazing every day. That's just the way it works. Right. It didn't work with us with our stores, and it doesn't work with us online. So everybody has ups and downs. So don't let that deter you.
Yeah, don't let it discourage you.
Or deter you from wanting to do this still.
Everything you see on Instagram is not always the truth.
So just stay positive and keep pushing.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Anywho. You just have to kind of push.
You need to I would say you have to feed the beast on eBay. So
and
there are a few things we do delist and relist. So it's pretty much like saying end an item and then sell a similar, but we use Vendu. Obviously, everybody knows that. And we just delist, relist at least 5 to 10 items a day. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we even do more because it's so easy with Vendu. And that does simulate the same thing as ending an item and then selling a similar.
Sure.
List 5 to 10 new items a day. Send out offers and reply to all comments. eBay, what we have learned is that eBay rewards sellers who are very active. So if you have a question that comes in on eBay, answer it. If you have an offer that's available to send out the offer, because they do end up sending out your items to the mass if you're more active. So we are firm believers in you have to feed the beast with eBay.
I promise I'm not being rude. I'm just looking at the notes so we can, to make sure I flow. I promise. Look, I think Poshmark doesn't have, Mercari doesn't have.
Mercari's
Tradesy most certainly doesn't have.
Tradesy's tough.
I think Depop is becoming more.
Yeah, which we actually started listing on Depop.
We're starting to get it all together for that to list. More continuity. Poshmark has lost a bit of its continuity, which I think most people realize. Again, some people say they're
everything's
fired.
all great. They've never done better. Okay. We've talked to the team. We know the
and God bless. God bless.
But anyway, we talked to some other big sellers as well, and they all say the same thing. Things have shifted a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
You just have to kind of ride the wave. But,
and look, again, we're doing well. I think a lot of people are doing well. Are you doing what you were doing? No. Poshmark is kind of a little wavy gravy right now. I'm sure it will all ultimately kind of level itself out. At least we can all hope.
But as John always says, the best thing about listing on other apps, especially like eBay, so while Poshmark might have a slower period or a slow day, as long as you keep doing those things over on eBay and you're active and you're feeding the beast, I would say the same term. I know it's kind of annoying. You will see sales over there that make up for a slower day on Poshmark. So list wherever you can. But eBay right now is doing really well for us. Yeah. So definitely do it on eBay.
And well-priced items.
Yeah.
Obviously some higher end, but, and again, men's. A ton of men's. Men's sells like fire on eBay. If you have
button-down shirts, long sleeve button-down shirts, short sleeve button-down shirts, sweaters, vests, anything like that, we sell a ton of it on eBay. Yeah.
And our final question is...
Grand finale.
Where do you get the highest prices for your items? We used to be able to have a really rock-solid answer to that. Now it kind of is a little bit
shifting
all over the place. And I also think summer is kind of part of that too. Holiday is or I say October, November, December is normally the most continuous in pricing because people want what they want. Normally will pay what they have to pay. Where the other times of the year they'll walk away if it's not the right price. Bags I would say Mercari. We get the highest prices on bags most of the year.
Shoes, eBay. A lot of times we do really well with like high-end shoes on eBay because international sales. Yeah. Brands that we can't really sell that well, let's say on Poshmark or Tradesy or Mercari, sell very easily on eBay. Always remember, if you do international shipping, which you should, Canada, if they see your items on Poshmark and they can't buy from you, they'll try to find you on eBay. And that's a great way to sell to Canada, so to say. So we've had a lot of success with selling to Canada because of that.
Our newest find is that we feel, and we're presuming based on what we've seen so far, we will be selling like a lot of great sellers. within the next couple of weeks on Whatnot.
Yep.
And it really is amazing. We see that a lot of people are getting, I don't know, roughly 45 to 55% more.
Crazy prices.
For items on, the same items on Whatnot than they may be getting elsewhere.
I think it's the bidding.
I think
thing.
it's the excitement of the bidding.
Of the bidding, you want to get that item. It's almost like QVC. Like, you know, you see there's only 3 left. I got to get it. Let me get my credit card out. It's that excitement, I think. And that's what people are really gravitating towards and and they're attracted to is that the excitement of the find. Like eBay used to be that
well,
way
it's
back
kind
in
of
the day.
the difference of, you know, let's say, I mean, for lack of a better explanation, of, you know, going on a dating website or going to speed dating. You know, if you're actually talking to the person up front that gets you excited about who they are, you know, you're going to choose somebody a lot faster than you would if you just thumb through a bunch of pictures.
Exactly.
So that's kind of, you know, my analogy, if it's even applicable.
So we'll keep you posted because we're going to be putting up our first show very soon, so stay tuned for that.
We're really excited.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to do a few a week.
Yeah. We're very excited to get started on that.
Yeah.
New project.
Yeah, it's great. So we talked a lot again.
He rambles a lot.
He rambles so much.
I ramble a lot.
We're so sorry.
But we love you all for staying here and listening.
Very
to
much
us.
so. Be well, everybody. Take care.
Be sure you subscribe and click that like button, and we'll keep putting out content. Have a good one.
Thanks so much, everybody.